What's up, cool people? Welcome to another live stream. This will be our usual recording session style stream. So we're going to kick it off with some Bible study, a couple of chapters in 2 Samuel, getting that rolling, like starting that off today. And then after the Bible study, we'll get into some more Kingdom Hearts, starting off Riku's side, or his story, whatever you want to call it, in Chain of Memories. But for those of you who don't know, my name's Matt, aka That Random Christian Gamer. I'm a random Christian guy playing random games, trying to connect with random people and help answer their random questions about God, faith, the Bible, or whatever else is on their minds. But there's the general lowdown of what's going on and what to expect for today's stream. Don't know if there's too much else to really... I mean, there's all sorts of other things that I could talk about, let's be honest. So many things that have happened, like, news-wise lately. But I'm not currently, at least, that kind of channel. Long story short, though, I mean, my thoughts on any recent happenings, especially the, like, assassination attempt, essentially is that I do not wish death upon anyone. Even as much as I might dislike certain people and what they do, ultimately, what I wish for them is the same thing that I wish for everybody. That they would know Jesus and follow him. Plain and simple. Just, there's really not much else to it. If you're a Christian, that's what you should want for everybody. But anyway, okay, now that I've said that, not too much else to get into, although there's other stuff, you know, going on for me personally, just tiny little things that I could mention, but I'd rather not delay what we've got coming up here, so I'm going to go ahead and run the early Twitch ad break, and then hop on into our Bible study on the flip side of that. So, see, now, what I don't like about the current situation is, you can't see it, but up... Well, you can see evidence of it, though. The tab for Bible Gateway is just loading and loading and loading. I don't know what the heck is wrong with it. I don't know what it's trying to do. But, yeah, it's not... It's like bogging down my stream a little bit. And I have found that it has made for a couple of moments where even my recordings have gotten jacked up because of it. Tell you what, let me try refreshing the page real quick. It's probably going to make things stutter for a little bit. But hopefully that'll fix the overall issue that's going on with it. And if not, then, well, I doubt it's much worse off than it was before. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully stuff won't, get weird with frame drops and encoding overloaded stuff and whatnot, and internet being weird, or any of that kind of stuff. I don't know. Anyway. Alrighty. Let's get rolling with our Bible study here. Alrighty. So, we are looking at 2 Samuel, chapter 1. So, basic gist of things thus far. Just some context to be aware of. You know, God's people have settled in the land of Israel, but they've still got other people around them that they're, at war with and constantly fighting. Samuel was basically the last of the judges who ruled over / helped lead Israel before they finally asked for a king and God broke down and let them have one. And the first king was Saul, and he, looked the part, but didn't really have a heart for God. There were multiple times where he just kind of didn't bother doing things the way they should have been done, according to God's standards. So, yeah, God quickly decided he didn't like Saul being king. He wanted to plan out who the next king would be. Had Samuel anoint David to be the next one. But then David and Saul interact, and David winds up being quite successful in, especially in military efforts. So people wind up liking him more than Saul. Saul gets jealous of David and basically tries to kill him, but is unsuccessful on the whole, despite taking a long time to try and do this. But due to war with the Philistines, Saul and his sons end up dying in battle against said Philistines. David has been, a fugitive, hiding from Saul all this time. And, I guess now we'll see what happens from there. So, anyway. Here we go. 2 Samuel chapter 1. After the death of Saul, David returned from his victory over the Amalekites and spent 2 days in Ziklag. On the third day, a man arrived from Saul's army camp. He had torn his clothes and put dirt on his head to show that he was in mourning. He fell to the ground before David in deep respect. So, also, David was actually living amongst the Philistines at the time that this war was going on between Israel and the Philistines. He was willing to fight on the Philistine side because he was a fugitive, or whatever term you want to use there. But the Philistine rulers, at least most of them, didn't want David involved for fear of him turning on them. So he was asked to go back to his home at the time of Ziklag. Went there, found it was burned to the ground, and all their stuff was taken. Tracked down the people who raided and burned down the town, and got all their stuff back and more. Stuff from other people around the area as well. So, that was the Amalekites who he caught up to, fought, and got the stuff from. So, basically, shortly after he comes back from that, is when this guy from Saul's army finds him and is about to say something to David. But, we'll see what he says, I guess, coming up here, starting in verse 3. "Where have you come from?" David asked. "I escaped from the Israelite camp," the man replied. "What happened?" David demanded. "Tell me how the battle went." The man replied, "Our entire army fled from the battle. Many of the men are dead, and Saul and his son Jonathan are also dead." "How do you know Saul and Jonathan are dead?" David demanded of the young man. The man answered, "I happened to be on Mount Gilboa, and there was Saul leaning on his spear with the enemy chariots and charioteers closing in on him. When he turned and saw me, he cried out for me to come to him. How can I help? I asked him. He responded, Who are you? I am an Amalekite, I told him. Then he begged me, Come over here and put me out of my misery, for I am in terrible pain and want to die. So I killed him, the Amalekite told David, for I knew he couldn't live. Then I took his crown and his armband, and I have brought them here to you, my lord. Okay. Let me pause there for a bit. So, this was an Amalekite. One of the people that David had just gotten, or somebody from the broader people group that David had just gotten done chasing down and, you know, getting revenge on, essentially. But maybe this was from a different subgroup of them, and he, I guess, happened upon the Israelite camp, or he might have been like a servant of one of the Israelites. I don't know. But anyway, so he came upon the scene where Saul had run himself through with the spear. So what had happened was that Saul was injured, and you can go back to, I think, 1 Samuel 30 to read more about this. But, you know, in amongst the fight with the Philistines, he got injured significantly, noticed the Philistines were, you know, about to come after him, and asked his armor bearer to kill him so that the Philistines wouldn't, like, do something more disgraceful to him. His armor bearer was too afraid to do it, so Saul decided he would set up his spear and fall on it himself, just so the Philistines wouldn't get to him before he died. So, anyway, as Saul is there, like, impaled on his own spear, this Amalekite comes by, and Saul essentially asks him to finish the job. Put him out of his misery. Literally. Come over here and put me out of my misery. So, this Amalekite does what Saul asks. Doesn't say how exactly, but then took his crown and armband and has brought it to David as evidence of Saul's death. Okay. Then we get to verse 11. David and his men tore their clothes in sorrow when they heard the news. They mourned and wept and fasted all day for Saul and his son Jonathan, and for the Lord's army and the nation of Israel, because they had died by the sword that day. Then David said to the young man who had brought the news, Where are you from? And he replied, I am a foreigner, an Amalekite, who lives in your land. Why were you not afraid to kill the Lord's anointed one? David asked. Then David said to one of his men, Kill him. So the man thrust his sword into the Amalekite and killed him. You have condemned yourself, David said, for you yourself confessed that you killed the Lord's anointed one. See, now, as much as Saul wanted David dead, David did not reciprocate that. David insisted that no, Saul was anointed by the Lord. Far be it from me to kill him. And I guess, I don't know, it's like, it could be that David doubts some of the details a little bit. Might have, you know, maybe he doesn't trust that this Amalekite was actually trying to give Saul a less painful death, or just, you know, relieve him from his pain by killing him. But also, you know, it was the Amalekites, as I said before, that David was just done tracking down and getting revenge on for burning down Ziklag. So there were a couple of different reasons David might have wanted to kill this guy. The reason he states is essentially because this guy killed Saul. It seems to me that it's, you know, meant as an honorable gesture, like kind of the old school eye for an eye sort of thing, life for life, in this case more accurately. But yeah, it doesn't really get into detail whether this was quote unquote the right thing to do. Could have been sort of a symbolic gesture as well. Just like meant to say that, you know, he wouldn't tolerate, you know, injustice or, you know, any slight to Israel, its leadership, other things of that sort. I don't know. We're not given, like, his brain to examine and see what he was fully thinking there. But anyway, okay. Enough about that. Moving on to verse 17. Then David composed a funeral song for Saul and Jonathan, and he commanded that it be taught to the people of Judah. It is known as the Song of the Bow, and it is recorded in the book of Yashar, or Yashar maybe. What's the footnote say? Maybe a bit of a translation of the name. Book of the Upright. So, the following, really the rest of the chapter at least, is supposed to be this song. So, verse 19. Your pride and joy, O Israel, lies dead on the hills. Oh, how the mighty heroes have fallen. Don't announce the news in Gath. Don't proclaim it in the streets of Ashkelon. Or the daughters of the Philistines will rejoice, and the pagans will laugh in triumph. O mountains of Gilboa, let there be no dew or rain upon you, nor fruitful fields producing offerings of grain. For there the shield of the mighty heroes was defiled. The shield of Saul will no longer be anointed with oil. The bow of Jonathan was powerful, and the sword of Saul did its mighty work. They shed the blood of their enemies, and pierced the bodies of mighty heroes. Pausing there for a second, partially to look at the footnote here. Meaning of the Hebrew is uncertain when it mentions producing offerings of grain. So, bit of, you know, mourning there, at least to start things off, as well as saying, like, you know, this whole don't announce the news in Gath and all that was like, I would think to some extent at least a number of the Philistines already knew about the deaths of Saul and Jonathan, and actually Saul's other sons as well. I think it even mentioned their bodies being, like, put on display in one of the Philistine towns or something. But then some other, you know, Israelite warriors went kind of, like, infiltrated that town or whatever, got the bodies down, and gave them a more respectful, I think it was actually sort of a cremation type thing. But anyway, and David then also, like, kind of wishing curses upon the place of their death, which was Mount Gilboa. The whole thing about the shield being anointed with oil, I mean, anointing with oil was like something generally done in parts of like the ceremonies of the priests to consecrate things to the Lord. So basically saying that these things that belonged to Saul have lost their glory, and like, you know, they did great and powerful things. But I guess we'll get into more as we continue. Okay. Let me continue on to verse 23 here, and then maybe we can look at the whole thing and make a little more sense of it. How beloved and gracious were Saul and Jonathan. They were together in life and in death. They were swifter than eagles, stronger than lions. O women of Israel, weep for Saul, for he dressed you in luxurious scarlet clothing, in garments decorated with gold. Oh, how the mighty heroes have fallen in battle. Jonathan lies dead on the hills. How I weep for you, my brother Jonathan. Oh, how much I loved you. And your love for me was deep, deeper than the love of women. Oh, how the mighty heroes have fallen. Stripped of their weapons, they lie dead. I'm noticing the repetition of the phrase, oh, how the mighty heroes have fallen. Yeah. Said 3 times at least, it looks like. So, you know, even though Saul and Jonathan ultimately died in battle against the Philistines, there was a lot militarily that Saul and Jonathan accomplished for Israel. And so there was a lot to still, like, recognize them for. And that's pretty much what David is summarizing and paying tribute to within this song. Or at least, like, this part of it. And then he gets into Jonathan specifically and their bond that they had. And they had even specifically made, like, vows to each other that they would, you know, continually help each other, look after each other, keep each other's families in mind and or safe whenever necessary. And so, yeah. There was a significant personal connection there for David, especially since he, you know, and Jonathan were, like, they were basically best friends. Like, absolute best friends. I know sometimes... So he mentions that Jonathan's love for David was deeper than the love of women. So, like, you know how sometimes you get couples, whether married or not, and you get those situations where it seems like maybe there has to be a decision made between the girl and the best friend, and who the guy in the relationship is going to choose to spend time with in the moment. This is one of those things where if Jonathan had that choice, the implication is that he would have always picked David. Like, that was how close their bond was. They were tighter than any, you know, marriage or anything like that. Closer relationally than that. But anyway, I would hope that's the end of David's song for Saul and Jonathan. The third repetition of that phrase indicates that it might be the case. Either way, we'll see what happens from here, either with more of the song or not, in the next chapter. Alrighty. Get a little swig of water there. Move on to the next chapter. And, okay, this one's a little bit longer, both in number of verses and maybe even in the layout of said verses. I don't know, it does not include a song. Anyway, not too much else to say. Might as well hop right into this chapter here as well. Okay, so we're looking at 2 Samuel chapter 2 now. Last chapter, David basically heard about the deaths of Saul and Jonathan and mourned for them, wrote a funeral song about them, and it was all good things that David was saying, despite Saul's attempts on David's life previously. But, David had never really wanted Saul dead. Just like any good Christian, even if they really dislike somebody or seriously disagree with them or anything like that, shouldn't want someone dead. Oh, come on. What is this doing? Hopefully that's not going to cause any issues. Anyway, so yeah, David hears that Saul's dead, and then we get to this in 2 Samuel chapter 2. After this, David asked the Lord, "Should I move back to one of the towns of Judah?" "Yes," the Lord replied. Then David asked, "Which town should I go to?" "To Hebron," the Lord answered. David's two wives were Ahinoam from Jezreel and Abigail, the widow of Nabal from Carmel. So David and his wives and his men and their families all moved to Judah, and they settled in the villages near Hebron. Then the men of Judah came to David and anointed him king over the people of Judah. When David heard that the men of Jabesh-Gilead had buried Saul, he sent them this message: "May the Lord bless you for being so loyal to your master Saul and giving him a decent burial. May the Lord be loyal to you in return and reward you with his unfailing love. And I too will reward you for what you have done. Now that Saul is dead, I ask you to be my strong and loyal subjects, like the people of Judah, who have anointed me as their new king." Okay, so David now moves back to Judah. He was from there initially. Well, originally he was, I think, from Benjamin, or yeah, I think it was originally of the tribe of Benjamin. But anyway, wherever he was originally from, Judah was definitely where he had made his home prior to fleeing from Saul. So, he moves back to that area. God gives him an idea of which part of Judah specifically that he should settle in. So these men from Jabesh-Gilead, those are the ones who went and kind of retrieved the bodies of Saul and his sons after they died at the hands of the Philistines. Initially, the Philistines had taken their bodies and tried to kind of disgracefully display them in their towns, or at least one of their towns. But then these men from Jabesh-Gilead went, retrieved the bodies, and buried/cremated them. So when David hears about this, he honors them a little bit, gives them some respect for doing that, because that was very much preferred to what had been done to their bodies just prior. So, as a sign of trust, loyalty, respect, honor, all that kind of stuff, David asks if they would, join him, and it's not. I don't think it's said exactly in what capacity, but it's implied that they would be like guards of his or like some special force. But anyway, so David's in charge now. He has even been kind of re-anointed, because he was initially anointed as the next king by Samuel years and years before this. But I guess now the people are officially recognizing that David is king, at least in Judah. So then we get to verse 8. But Abner, son of Ner, the commander of Saul's army, had already gone to Mahanaim with Saul's son Ishbosheth. There he proclaimed Ishbosheth king over Gilead, Jezreel, Ephraim, Benjamin, the land of the Asherites, and all the rest of Israel. Ishbosheth, Saul's son, was 40 years old when he became king, and he ruled from Mahanaim for 2 years. Meanwhile, the people of Judah remained loyal to David. David made Hebron his capital, and he ruled as king of Judah for 7.5 years. Okay, so Saul's right-hand man basically makes a push for Saul's son to be named king, because that's normally how kingly succession went. Those places in the world that still currently have monarchies, it's generally, through the bloodline, unless there's some sort of, coup or other usurping that happens. So, I guess the 3 sons of Saul that died in battle were not Saul's only sons. Thus, we have this situation with another son of Saul's, Ishbosheth. So, we've got 2 years at least of Mahanaim, or of Ishbosheth ruling from Mahanaim over significant portions of Israel. What's the footnote there at Ishbosheth? Another name for Eshbaal. Interesting. Probably some sort of Hebrew meaning behind that, but not sure what it is offhand. Not particularly studied in Hebrew, personally. So yeah, we've got this awkward situation of 2 different kings in different parts of Israel. Then we get down to verse 12 here. One day, Abner led Ishbosheth's troops from Mahanaim to Gibeon. About the same time, Joab, son of Zeruiah, led David's troops out and met them at the pool of Gibeon. The 2 groups sat down there, facing each other from opposite sides of the pool. Then Abner suggested to Joab, "Let's have a few of our warriors fight hand to hand here in front of us." "All right," Joab agreed. So 12 men were chosen to fight from each side. 12 men of Benjamin representing Ishbosheth, son of Saul, and 12 representing David. Each one grabbed his opponent by the hair and thrust his sword into the other's side, so that all of them died. So this place at Gibeon has been known ever since as the Field of Swords. A fierce battle followed that day, and Abner and the men of Israel were defeated by the forces of David. Okay. So, I wonder if the little, kind of trial run mini battle here was, meant as a preview for maybe either side to get a sense of whether or not it was worth continuing to fight. Like, trying to see if they might have been overpowered, overmatched, or whatever. But, whatever resulted, I mean, I guess there was no conclusive result from that, because they all, it seems like, did sort of a stereotypical, like, simultaneous stab each other, and they all died. I guess all 24 men who were involved in that first little scrum. Or whatever you'd call it. Also, Field of Swords, what is it? Hebrew says Helkath Hazarim. I assume that's where they kind of... I would guess that translates roughly to Field of Swords. But anyway, there was a major battle the following day, and David's men were victorious. It hasn't said yet that that was the end of Ishbosheth's reign, but let's keep reading and maybe we'll get some more details. So, yeah, verse 18. Joab, Abishai, and Asahel, I don't know, the three sons of Zeruiah, were among David's forces that day. Asahel could run like a gazelle, and he began chasing Abner. He pursued him relentlessly, not stopping for anything. When Abner looked back and saw him coming, he called out, "Is that you, Asahel?" "Yes, it is," he replied. "Go fight someone else," Abner warned. "Take on one of the younger men and strip him of his weapons." But Asahel kept right on chasing Abner. Okay, again, not sure exactly of the pronunciation of that name. Probably, I don't know, Asahel? I don't know. Anyway. So this one guy was really fast, decided to go off chasing after Abner, probably with the idea that, you know, Abner's the commander. If I take him down, you know, that might put the enemy troops at a serious disadvantage, leadership-wise, and, you know, in terms of, like, organization as a result of that. But Abner is telling him not to chase after him, to go after someone else. Whether that's a warning of you don't know what you're getting into, or just, you know, go away, I don't want to fight you, sort of thing. I don't know. But, anyway. Verse 22. Again, Abner shouted to him, "Get away from here. I don't want to kill you. How could I ever face your brother Joab again?" But Asahel refused to turn back. So Abner thrust the butt end of his spear through Asahel's stomach, and the spear came out through his back. He stumbled to the ground and died there. And everyone who came by that spot stopped and stood still when they saw Asahel lying there. So, now we get confirmation of why Abner was trying to warn this guy. I guess, either he has some sort of respect for Joab, or there's some other sort of connection going on there, maybe. But in any case, it's because Abner didn't want to fight and kill Asahel that he gives this warning. But Asahel continues to pursue. So Abner just... So it says he thrusts the butt end of his spear The butt end implies that it's not the pointy end. It's the other end. And yet, it still came out through his back. In any case, this resulted in Asahel's death. And I guess anyone who came by just, like, kind of stood there and had a respectful moment of silence or something like that. At least that's what I get from this last sentence here. Anyway, verse 24. When Joab and Abishai found out what had happened, they set out after Abner. The sun was just going down as they arrived at the hill of Ammah near Giah, along the road to the wilderness of Gibeon. Abner's troops from the tribe of Benjamin regrouped there at the top of the hill to take a stand. Abner shouted down to Joab, "Must we always be killing each other? Don't you realize that bitterness is the only result? When will you call off your men from chasing their Israelite brothers?" Okay, gonna pause there a bit. So, obviously, Joab being Asahel's father? No. Brother. Joab and Abishai were his brothers. They were all sons of Zeruiah. So anyway, when his brothers found out, they started going after Abner. And they basically caught up to him at a certain spot where Abner's troops kind of stopped and regrouped. Abner's asking him to call off the attack. But then we get to verse 27. Then Joab said, "God only knows what would have happened if you hadn't spoken, for we would have chased you all night if necessary." So Joab blew the ram's horn, and his men stopped chasing the troops of Israel. All that night, Abner and his men retreated through the Jordan Valley. They crossed the Jordan River, traveling all through the morning, and didn't stop until they arrived at Mahanaim. Meanwhile, Joab and his men also returned home. When Joab counted his casualties, he discovered that only 19 men were missing in addition to Asahel. But 360 of Abner's men had been killed, all from the tribe of Benjamin. Joab and his men took Asahel's body to Bethlehem and buried him there in his father's tomb. Then they traveled all night and reached Hebron at daybreak. So, it's not even actually stated outright whether this was a planned out battle ahead of time. It just mentions, so, if we go back up here, it mentions Abner's troops setting out to Gibeon, and at the same time, Joab's troops, now it says he led David's troops out and met them at the pool of Gibeon. So that kind of implies that, yes, there was intention of, like, at least cutting them off and not letting them move any further toward Judah, perhaps? Or toward Hebron or wherever. But anyway, after all this has shaken down, I guess Joab was satisfied that Abner's men were successfully, pushed back. And that they were no longer going to, try to infiltrate their territory any further. Or whatever the case might have been. So after recognizing this, they both just kind of part ways then. Back to their respective headquarters. So, footnote there at Jordan Valley. Hebrew says the Araba. That was... I'm trying to remember if there was a specific translation of Araba that might have meant like a certain type of land. Something tells me that it meant something specific to that effect, but anyway, not a big deal. So then, they crossed the Jordan River, traveling all through the morning. Footnote there says, or continued on through the Bithron. Meaning of the Hebrew is uncertain. Yeah, haven't seen any footnotes talking about Bithron before. But I would assume it's another name for an area that was similar to this whole Araba thing. It's just less known nowadays what exactly that meant, and or what specific area that might have been referring to. I don't know. Anyway, so they part ways, and then Joab and his men end up counting the casualties from this battle. There were only 19 casualties on Joab/David's side, but there were 360 from Abner's side. So, needless to say, Abner's forces definitely suffered the greater loss there. But anyway, I suppose that's all we've got for 2 Samuel chapter 2. Just lots of fighting because there's disagreement over who should really be in charge of Israel. And there's probably going to be more in the ensuing chapters, but anyway. Okay. That's all that I have planned for the Bible study. I'm actually also going to close the Bible tab that I have open because it keeps, like, kind of glitching out, causing things to stutter a little bit. But, I know it's a little bit earlier than necessary. However, as I transition over to Kingdom Hearts, I'll run our second Twitch ad break of the evening, and then should just about be ready to go on the other side of that. Meanwhile, let me boot up the game and edit stream info on Twitch. We are no longer just chatting about Bible stuff. Yeah. See, I try to have the stream topic on Twitch as the specific game being played rather than the name of the collection, because otherwise it would just show up as the collection game name for quite a while. And yes, we're still doing Chain of Memories here. Now, what I don't know is, are these games listed in order of publication? Maybe the final mix of Kingdom Hearts 2 came out after Days, as people like to abbreviate it. But I'm pretty sure the initial release of Kingdom Hearts 2 was before. Anywho, we're not worried about that. We're getting into Chain of Memories here. Yes. Start playing. Foot is itchy. Also, I really do kind of wish it was easier to sit upright in this chair, but it really wants to lean back at least a little bit. Okay, I could probably ditch the music that I have going on in the background. Oh, shoot. I accidentally changed a light color as I was adjusting the volume on my TV for the game. So, I think I'm actually going to start off recording even just from here, since we're newly getting into the whole reverse rebirth part of this. So, I suppose... See, I'm debating with myself whether to treat this as a separate thing or not from Sora's side of it, but I probably not. I don't think I'm going to count it as a whole different, like, Let's Play series, because it's really still the same game overall. So anyway. Okay. I'm going to start recording and then get into this. Okay, so it is time to begin Riku's side of the story in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, also known as Reverse Rebirth. So once you hit New Game now, you just select Riku after completing it with Sora. I will still be sticking with Standard Mode. Yes, vibration on. Confirm. I would not be surprised if we get into cutscene stuff right away. For that reason, I have removed the webcam.
Where am I?
He's just floating there.
Stay asleep.
Who's there?
You should remain asleep. Here, between light and dark.
Between what? The king! Where's the king? Together we close the door to darkness. After that?
You came drifting here by yourself. You did not have the strength to overcome the darkness. Or maybe you were close to it.
As if I'm some kind of demon.
Turn from the light. Shut your eyes. Here, blanketed by the darkness, sleep is safety. Sleep is eternal. But
What's this?
it is a door to the truth. Take it and your sleep ends as you take the first step toward the truth. But know this, the truth will bring you pain. Will you still go? There is no return to the security of sleep.
Kind of red pill, blue pill type of choice.
This seemed like a boring place to take a nap anyway.
That was very well said, Riku.
A A door to the truth, huh?
We got a Hollow Bastion card. So despite that being one of the, like, end worlds that Sora had, it's like the first one Riku gets to go to. Okay. Saving. Not gonna save over that one. Let me... Okay, does anyone else prefer sometimes to, like, skip a save slot whenever they're... I don't know. I still might not. But sometimes I find myself wanting to skip a save slot just to further separate, okay, this is a different side of the story or a different playthrough or whatever. Also notice we're on the 12th basement floor. Alrighty. Well, we only got one choice. Hollow Bastion. But yes, we are playing as Riku. This is Hollow Bastion. What you see is not real. It's the world of your memory. My memory? The things you remember from your time at Maleficent's castle became a card, and that card made this world. You've seen everything here before, haven't you? Yeah. So what now? Am I going to learn something? Maybe meet someone? You would meet the people in your memories. Ordinarily. And what does that mean? Hey, I'm asking you a question. Fine. But it better be you I run across next, voice. I kind of assumed that it's the same voice that was talking to him before. So I went to kind of mimic the deepness of that. Hello.
Take this.
No? No slight from that?
Like it.
Oh, there's a wyvern. Didn't realize there'd be a wyvern here.
Take this.
Hey. Oh. Okay. So you only get health or attack options, or I guess darkness eventually with Riku. There's no card point option. I remembered Riku working a bit differently. I just can't say I remembered the details of how it was different. I'm gonna go with attack first. Okay, but are there... Yes, there are other enemies around here. Probably gonna be a while of just fighting enemies, honestly.
Take this.
Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, now I don't even have a choice. I just automatically boost his HP. Okay. Interesting. I would hope some, you know, more battling than normal isn't going to be a problem for the first part of this playing as Riku. And now we got wyverns. I was about to ask, is it just me or does Riku heal in between each battle? But no, I think it's just because he's leveling up every battle so far. Just an HP boost. No other option. I wonder what dictates when I do and do not get options for that. Darn it. Didn't get the preemptive strike in this time.
Like it. Take this.
I really don't want to be targeting the shadows right now, because they don't use cards with high point values like the other enemies. There is also no recharge or reload or whatever gauge with Riku, though.
Like it. Take this.
So I think the darkness points or whatever for Riku are how he, like, actually learns new skills and sleights and that kind of thing. But I could be wrong on that. It has been a while. Looming darkness. Okay, well now I can at least boost his attack again, so I'll go for that. Okay. Oh, one more battle in this room.
Like it. Take this. Like it. Take this.
Okay. That is everything for this room. Alright. Need just anything 1 or higher. We got three looming darkness cards. A moment's reprieve. Well, I guess I'm going with looming darkness, even though I don't really want to that badly. It just seems odd to put a moment's reprieve right there already. Alright. Whoa. I guess if they're on the field and I hit the defender's shield, it's not that much of an issue. So I may not be able to combine them into slights like I could with Sora, but I can still, like, you know, stack them and at least make them not so easily breakable. Bottomless darkness, yay! Whoa, that was quick.
Take this. Yeah. Ha, like it. Yeah.
So I don't know if as Riku you just inherently reload all the cards every time. If so, great. More HP. Because I don't have a choice. Oh shoot, I missed. Don't know how I missed, but I missed.
Like it. Take this.
Cool. So far, I mean, this is kind of easy. Not gonna say it's too easy by any means, but kind of easy. And honestly, after as tough as things were toward the end of Sora's side, I don't mind a bit of ease right now.
Like it. Yeah. Take this.
Suppose it's also easing us, to use another meaning of the term, easing us a bit into playing as Riku.
Like it.
Oh, come on.
Take this. Yeah. Like it.
Okay. Yeah, these battles are not too bad at all right now. Okay. We got that. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to be doing all the battles as I go. Because, like, I'd rather be quote-unquote too prepared than not prepared enough, you know? I'm not one who likes to make games hard on myself.
Take this.
Unless it's gotten to a point where I've completely run out of other options to make a game entertaining. There we go. Yeah.
Take this. Yeah.
Come on, quit hiding. There we go. I'm definitely building up the map card collection right now. Okay, nothing there, I guess. Still managed to hit the Heartless. Haha.
Take this. Yeah. Like it.
Alright. That was quick and easy. I like that. Why can't I get more of that? Because then the whole thing would be too easy, that's why. Another level up. Gotta say, Riku's leveling up quite quickly. Feeble Darkness. And more HP, because I don't have another choice. Like, is that supposed to try and deter you from leveling up too much too quick? Or something? I don't know. Looks like I'm supposed to go to the right. So that is where I will go. 3 or higher. Well, that's only a 2. That's a 0. I don't think I can use a 0 in that. Got a 9 in Martial Waking. So it's either another Looming Darkness, a Bottomless Darkness, or Martial Waking. Guess I'll go with Martial Waking. Hey. Those enemies look familiar. Yeah, that's right. That's what the Martial Waking Room does. All the attack cards get higher point values, making them less easily broken. Okay.
Like it. Take this. Like it. Take this.
Another easy battle. Sure would like to get more of those. Okay, cool, that's off now. Don't have to worry about getting hit by it or anything. Well, at least for a little bit.
Like it. Take this. Like it. Take this.
Apologies if this first recording ends up being a bit repetitive, but, you know, just kind of getting into the groove of things with Riku. And I'm not one to skip out on battles for reasons I kind of already mentioned.
Take this. Like it. Take this.
Stagnant space. Okay. And more of these guys.
Like it. Take this. Like it. Take this. Like it.
So, like, I'm not surprised that the
Take this.
third hit seems to do a little more damage than the others. There are some moments, though, where it almost seems like the first hit does more than the second one, though. And that, I might say, is a bit surprising. That's not gonna go down, because I haven't hit this yet.
Take this. Like it.
Out of sheer random curiosity. Okay, you do have the option of running away.
Like it.
But I also got an achievement for not doing so in any battles while playing as Sora. So, I have no intentions of running away from any battles. Hey, you got zapped. That
Like it.
does even more damage than the normal preemptive strike.
Take this.
I like that.
Like it. Take this.
Alright, another level up as well. I have an option for an attack boost. Let's take it. That way I'll be able to finish these battles even quicker.
Take this.
Maybe. At least I eventually should be able to.
Take this.
So far, it doesn't seem like it's quite enough of a difference to
Like it.
speed things up a whole lot. Any more battles? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, here we go. Any red and the key card. Alright, well, I've got the most of Looming Darkness, and I have a second 4 of that, so I'll go with that option. Yep, there we go. I'm assuming there will be some sort of scene here that'll have some sort of story development. Everything is just how I remember it. Even this room. It must be nice being back in your old bedroom. Think of all the memories. I forget I need to advance that sometimes. You again. Sorry, but these memories I could do without. Maleficent gave me this room. So she did. And you lived here, tempted by the darkness she offered. You cast away your home, your friends, everything. But at least they gave you a nice room. Stop talking! Okay, guess that's all that we get there. And now we move on up. Like, literally elevation-wise here, and, less literally, just along the map. Okay, I need a 0. We've got Feeble Darkness, Almighty Darkness, Stagnant Space, or Martial Waking. Heartless moves slowly. Heartless with weak cards appear. Let's go with Feeble Darkness. Oh, jeez. Okay. Maybe the attack boost is helping a little bit.
Take this.
Oh, come on. There we go. That one little miss. I'm just like, what the... Another fight. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fighting in this one. In case you couldn't tell.
Take this. Yeah.
Anything on this platform? Well, there's at least a battle here. So in a way, this room is almost the opposite of the whole Marshall waking idea. Well, maybe not exactly the opposite, but rather than making my attack cards, you know, stronger or higher valued, it makes the enemy cards lower valued. But both accomplish the same general idea of my stuff getting broken less often. Yeah, one more battle right here, and then we will ascend.
Take this.
I honestly haven't even been keeping track of how many cards I start with versus how many, like, reload later on. Is that? No, okay, that's not a thing I need to interact with. See, okay, I start with 15 cards. But when they reload, I only get 14. Yeah, I hit that already. Hip. No more battles. Okay. And we go this way. One or higher. We got Tranquil Darkness. Another Feeble Darkness. Looming Darkness. Strong Initiative. Mingling Worlds. Let's go with a Tranquil Darkness. Maybe have not quite as many battles in this room. I don't know.
Take this.
Bruh. Oh, that's right. This is not the type of room that strengthens my cards or weakens theirs.
Take this. Like it. Take this.
So I'm noticing the cards, at least early on, go 987, 876, 765, and just kind of keep going on a trend like that for a while.
Take this. Like it. Take this. Like it.
Okay. So that is not where I need to go next, I don't think. No, where I need to go next is that door.
Take this!
Okay. Also, Riku's already at level 9 now?
Take this! Like it!
I feel like maybe that didn't happen quite as quickly with Sora, but I don't know.
Take this! Like it! Take this!
Okay. This is where I need to go next, right? Yeah, that's the next thing that okay. Need a green card. And the key card. What do we got the most of? Strong initiative or stagnant space. These are all ones. I'm gonna use one of those. Okay. Another story scene thing. No one here either. There's nothing but Heartless in this castle. Voice! I know you're watching, so explain this. Where are the people from my memories? Do you want to see them? Of course I do. But you cast them aside. What? You dreamt of the outside world, and you passed through the door to darkness. Behind you, you left family, friends, home, everything, all in pursuit of darkness. But I cast that aside too. And what do you have to show for it? First your home, then the dark. Your heart only knows how to cast away. It's empty, like that room. Like your memories. That's why you don't meet anyone. Your heart is hollow, except for the residual darkness. You're wrong. I rejected the darkness. Did you really now? Did he really? Okay, so going down is kind of pointless because I've already been in that room. So I guess we go up. 2 or higher. Teeming darkness would be a lot of fighting. Could do another feeble darkness. Could do an almighty darkness, but that might be a little tough. Looming. Could do a stagnant space. I don't think I did that one before. Yeah, let's go stagnant space. Alrighty. Wanted to make sure I didn't get hit by that. So the gimmick of this room is just that the enemies move slowly on the map. I don't think it really affects the combat at all.
Like it.
Sleeping Darkness. You know what? One of these times in a battle, I should double check to see if there are any, like, Heartless type cards. There is one. Huh. And it's a defender.
Like it.
I would guess that
Take this.
would be one
Like it.
that causes me to take less damage. Of course, I could actually take a look at my deck and read the description of what it does. Review decks. Riku cannot customize his card deck. He must fight with the provided deck. The cards in the deck will change as Riku advances through the game. Select card to assign to the shortcut button. What? Anyway. So, the defender card. Decreases damage received from physical attacks. Yeah, that's what I figured. I have no clue what assigning a card to a shortcut would even do. So yeah, the, like, deck building stuff that you would maybe get with Sora doesn't happen with Riku. Oh my gosh, come on. Why would you come up from the ground only to immediately go back down into the ground? What are you, Punxsutawney Phil? And yes, that in case you're wondering, that is the name of the Groundhog Day groundhog. As a Pennsylvania native, I would know. Because that's where the Groundhog Day ceremony always takes place. Those of you who don't know what Groundhog Day is, it's a weird little tradition in the US where they, like, you know, consult? I don't know if that's the best word. They anyway, consult, use, look at Punxsutawney Phil on Groundhog Day and do this thing where it's like, if he comes out of the ground and sees his shadow, there's more weeks of winter. Unofficially, I guess you'd say. But then, if he doesn't see his shadow, then there's, like, an early spring kind of thing. I don't know. It's a weird tradition, I'll admit. But it's also, like, you know, what the name of the Groundhog Day movie, which, if I remember right, stars Tom Hanks. It's like what that movie was named after. Anyway, 5 or higher. Can't do that. Could do a Teeming Darkness with an 8. Ugh. Another Feeble Darkness. Almighty Darkness. Looming. Stagnant Space. Martial Waking. Bottomless Darkness. Ugh. Also, the fact that it's a pitch black room. I never really like using Bottomless Darkness cards. But at the same time, I think you're still able to generally get a sense of where to go. Oh wait, I'm not even going into an actual room. So, yes, use that now. Duh. At least I'm not going into a regular room. It's Maleficent. I knew you would return, Riku. That's Not a great Maleficent impression. I'm not even trying. I'm not pretending that is. Anyway, Maleficent, you're alive? You haven't been paying attention. I am but a figment of your memory. Of all the people I could run into, it had to be you. But of course, after all, your heart is steeped in darkness. You can only see those who exist in that same darkness. No. Be grateful you have someone to keep you company. Your heart is empty. Were it not for the darkness it contains, you would be completely alone. That's sounding pretty good right about now. Come now. You once turned to me to sate your hunger for darkness. You want me here. Who but I can grant you the darkness you long for? There was a time I did want you around. I surrendered my heart to the dark. But never again. You and your darkness have nothing to offer. All I did was lose myself. Empty myself. I'm finished with all that. If I'm stuck seeing people like you, people of the dark, I'll take you out one by one. Then you mustn't forget to destroy yourself last. For, like me, you are one of the dark. That's fine with me. I turned to darkness because my heart was weak. I hate that weakness. It's like I'm my own enemy. And seeing people like you embrace the darkness just makes it worse. Enough talk, Maleficent. So you hate the darkness enough to fight it? Oh, the agony you must feel. Then let me end your pain, Riku. End it forever. With the wondrous power of darkness. And boss time! Yay! And no, that is not a serious yay. Oh, come on, let me up on the platform thingy. Well, shoot. That was not what I wanted at all. Well, as long as you know what Maleficent does, this battle really isn't too bad. Of course, it is the first boss battle they give you. They're not going to go super hard right off the bat. That's not the one I was expecting at all. Of course, these flames are a bit of a problem. But with the platform thing there, I can evade the flames. Haha. And what happens now? Level up. Okay. And we get a Maleficent card. Oh yeah, I just realized I could have used the Defender one. I wonder if it's only valid through a certain number of hits, though. I should probably look into that more. But anyway. HP boost for the level up. More story? No? Okay. So now where do I go? I guess... upward? Upward. There shouldn't be any battles here. Just a bunch of health. And I guess since there's no deck building thing, there's no, like, Moogle points or whatever either. And I'm probably not going to get any cards out of any of these things that I can strike. So,
Take this.
I suppose unless I'm looking for health, there's not really much point to hitting all that stuff. Yeah, I might as well overwrite that one, I guess. Once I get to the next floor, I'll, make a new save slot. Now more story?
Why do you shun the darkness?
Come on, I know you heard me. Every word I said to Maleficent.
Darkness is your weapon. It is time you learned you must accept it.
What do you mean?
Stop resisting. Accept the darkness. You have no choice. If you are to serve me again.
I thought it was you, Ansem.
Oh, you don't seem surprised.
All you have been talking about is the darkness. I can only assume you want to pull me back in, so you can play puppet master.
Clever boy. I knew you'd be the one to most appropriately serve me. And now, surrender to me again.
You're crazy! Not a chance!
Did you really think you could do me harm? A weakling like you couldn't even defeat Sora, and you had darkness on your side.
Oh, excuse me for being weak.
You are weak. You need darkness. Surrender. Bow to darkness. Bow to me.
That's not gonna happen!
Only the darkness can offer to you all of the strength that you will need.
You're wrong.
That voice. Your Majesty?
That's right. Remember, Riku, you're not alone. Listen close. The light will never give up on you. You'll always find it, even in the deepest darkness.
I got it. I won't lose to darkness. Not today.
You think that feeble little light can save you from the darkness that I command?
More fighting? Yep, more fighting. Okay. Great. You shall feel the darkness everywhere. Give me all you've got. I'll give it right back. When Ansem shows his card, break it right away. Okay. Rapid break. Quickly break the opponent's card for a boost in attack. Oh, really? So this is like my tutorial kind of thing here. Okay. Not giving up yet? I wonder how much of this you can take. I'm just going along until you give up. Show the same valued card as the opponent and press Y.
Just me!
Oh, jeez. Too slow. Okay. So this is supposed to be another thing that I can do, I guess. I don't have another 7. Okay, there we go. Now I do. They're all gonna be 7s, aren't they? Yep. Oh, shoot. I did the wrong thing. No.
Come on!
Dual system. Show the same valued card as the opponent's and press Y to start. Break all the enemy's cards to execute a sleight. But you will need more than 8 cards. Okay.
What? That all you got?
It seems to me that you are intent on resisting the darkness. All right, then see it for yourself. This is a card crafted from your memory. Advance through the world it creates, and soon you will understand. Chasing after light is not the way. It will not give you distance from the darkness. There is no running from the darkness.
Don't worry, I'm not running. Give it. I'll enter the world, and in the end, if I haven't given in to the darkness, then I win.
I have one more gift for you.
What'd you do?
I simply tempered the darkness that yet remains in your heart.
You still think that I'd rely on darkness?
To use it or not is your choice. I'll be waiting, Riku, for you to sense it and yield to the darkness in your heart.
Riku learns D mode. Activating dark mode. Oh, jeez. Dark mode can be activated when you have accumulated maximum dark points through card breaks. In dark mode, your skills are powered up and you have more sleights to choose from. Dark point, I don't know, is lost when your card is broken or you receive damage. Riku returns to normal when your DP reaches 0. To increase dark points during dark mode, choose darkness boost when leveling up. Okay, we've got a bunch of cards now. Bunch of world cards. So I'm trying to remember if there's a thing, like there's a negative maybe to increasing darkness level stuff. I don't know.
Don't I even warrant a hello, Lexius?
What is going on here, Zexion? I want an explanation.
Nice to see you too, Vexen. It's such a shame. The organization used to be the rope that bound us together.
You're only number 6. How dare you?
Let it go, Vexen. Zexion, tell us. What did you detect?
Visitors. I picked up 2 scents in the castle's lowest basement. One of them was Maleficent.
Don't be absurd. The witch is gone. She cannot return from the realm of darkness of her own volition.
If you would let me finish. The scent belonged not to the real Maleficent, but to a very convincing double. But I truly cannot say much beyond that, since the double is no more. Our other visitor saw to that.
And who is it?
I do not know for sure, but the scent was very similar to that of the Superior.
And yet, not exactly the same, was it? This truly piques my curiosity.
Now, what to do?
We wait. See what develops.
Something smells funny. What's that scent? It's so familiar. Darkness. It's the smell of darkness. I can't believe this is happening. The darkness even seeped into my skin.
Don't worry, Riku.
Your Majesty! Oh, what happened? I can see right through you.
Funny, huh? I can only send a bit of my power to this place. That's why I've got a request for you.
Request?
Listen, Riku. Just because darkness holds you, don't let go of who you are. You've got to fight the darkness inside you. It won't be easy to do, I know. But please don't forget, even in the darkest darkness, there's always a little bit of light.
Light within darkness.
You and I have seen it. The far welcoming light inside the door to darkness. The light of Kingdom Hearts. It will show you the way. Please don't give up. Believe in the light. That's a request from my heart.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Trust me, I'll try to find a way to reach you. I'll get there. I promise.
Oh,
Can't actually shake
you're an
hands, but
illusion.
Don't worry. We shook hands in our hearts, remember? We're connected, you and me.
Guess we are.
achievement! Confronting the darkness. Clear Castle Oblivion, basement 12 floor. Okay. Gonna save once again. Now, I'll start another new save slot. Now I'm wondering if I should run this kind of like I did for Sora's stuff. Tell you what. Let me get a preview of the next world. Okay, we got Agrabah, Monstro, Neverland, and Traverse Town. Well, I feel kind of like I actually want to run this in, like, backwards order from how it would have been with Sora, at least as much as possible. So I'm gonna go to Neverland next. And... story scene? Nope. Just a key of beginnings. So if this map ends up being as straightforward as the previous one was, yeah, these seem like they're rather short and sweet and to the point, these floors. So I'm kind of thinking I'll just, I don't know, not necessarily do a ton of battling in between recordings like I did with Sora's stuff. So, I guess that's my way of saying that'll do it for this particular recording. But there shall be another recording during this stream. However, rather than have it be interrupted partway by an ad break, I will instead run the ad break before that on Twitch, and then resume recording on the other side of said ad break. Meanwhile, quick and check some phone notifications and stuff. Um... Spam text messages about political stuff. Gotta love it. And then other messages that were less annoying, but not urgent. Actually, you know what? I might want to take a quick bathroom break, too. So, I shall resume my background music and take a break. See you on the other side. Okay, Dave. I'm back. Real quick though, noting we have friend card now for King Mickey. Is the deck is also different now. Oh, no defender card. Now we have pirate card. Changes the value of all cards to 0. Limit 1 reload. Sacrifices reload speed to power up attack cards. We don't even have any reload speed as Riku, right? I guess that's the equivalent to the journal thing. Okay. Status. Dark Break. 3 Soul Eaters, total value 5 to 15. But I have to be in dark mode or do that one special thing to enter to like get that stuff, right? Or I don't know. See, okay, that's dark mode. Dark Barrage. Throw multiple Soul Eaters towards the enemy. Damage is concentrated to one enemy, only available in dark mode. Yeah, okay. Knock foes into the air before slam down to the ground, damaging multiple enemies. That doesn't say it's only available in dark mode. Oh. There's a light and dark version of each one of these, duh. Multiple shots back to back. King. Inverse burst. Enemies become confused from... is this one only available in dark mode? Yeah, okay. I'm a little unsure of how all that works. But, anyway. Alright, I shall now resume recording. Alright. So, we are in Neverland. I have done literally nothing in between recordings. Except, I guess, maybe get a sense of what cards I have in my deck, how I might be able to use them. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. So, I don't have a choice of not entering dark mode. It just automatically happens. Oh, jeez. Oh, come on, really? Really? So do I get any slights at all outside of dark mode?
Your Majesty! Come on! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
So the regular Holy Burst doesn't seem to last as long as the inverse burst. Darn it.
Take this! Yeah! Like it! Take this! Darkness! Like it! Darkness! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
So I guess dark mode is disengaged as soon as I get hit, or I get a card broken. At least that's what it seems like. Okay, now I can increase darkness points. I think I'm gonna go for attack first, because I know that doesn't always show up. I don't think that darkness points always show up either, but just in case they show up more often.
Take this! Yeah! Like it! Darkness! Yeah! 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 Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
Okay, so inverse burst also seems to confuse the enemies when it hits them. At least sometimes? I don't know. Alright, come on. Where's the Heartless? There's the Heartless. Boom. I'm gonna grab some health first and then jump on into this battle.
Like it! Yeah! Take this!
Time's up.
Yeah, that didn't last anywhere near as long as Inverse Burst.
Yeah. Like it. Take this. Darkness.
Really didn't need that. The battle was almost over. Darn it. How'd I miss that?
Take this. Like it. Take. Darkness.
There we go. Okay. I was not expecting there to be more. Good grief.
Like it.
Please tell me this heals me a bit. No, I probably need to just use regular Mickey card thing to get healing. Duh. I'm running low on health. This is not good. Alright. Feeble Darkness would possibly be a good one. Looming Darkness, maybe not so much. Roulette Room, ugh. Black Room. Strong Initiative. Or I could take a gamble on a Mingling World. Yeah, right. Let's go with a Feeble Darkness. Bit lower chance of cards getting broken. Really?
Out of my way.
That wasn't too bad.
Your Majesty. Come on.
Okay. I do heal a little bit from that. Yay. Alright, I'm gonna go for the darkness boost now. Nothing. Thanks. Ooh, hey, more health, yes. Legitimate thanks. Oh, phooey. I knew I heard it.
Like it. Take this. Like it. Darkness. Come on.
Nope. So yeah, this seems a little bit more likely the way this is going, that I might end up losing all my health from just like regular battles. Alright. There we go. Get some more healing in there for Mickey. Then I can worry a bit less about all the health I'm losing.
Like it! Darkness! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
So I guess whenever you transform into dark mode, you get a limited number of darkness points based on how much you've increased that stat. And then once you run out of those darkness points, that's when it's that's when you revert out of dark mode again. Anyway, 2 or higher. Let's see here. Taming darkness, feeble. Bottomless darkness. Ugh. Lasting days. Much as I don't want to like bog this down per se with a whole bunch of heartless battles, at the same time, I gotta use these cards eventually, right?
Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
Well, that didn't do much.
Like it! Darkness!
Jeez, really?
Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
That didn't last very long at all.
Darkness! Darkness!
Dang. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so going dark mode and using slights seems to be a pretty good way to go for the most part. I don't know if there's like a limit.
Like it!
To how much it'll let me improve my darkness points and whatnot.
Take this! Darkness!
Nothing in there. Ow. Yeah. Might want to hit the lamp thing there too. Although if I end up at full health after this battle, maybe it's not such a big deal. Ow.
Like it! Take this!
Just doing damage normally doesn't add darkness points, though. Only breaking cards, I think. Oh, barrel spiders, yay. Ow.
Take this. Like it.
Okay, that barrel is not a spider. Hi-ya.
Take this.
Well, that was pretty quick.
Take this. Take this.
So yeah, next time I level up, if it gives me an option to choose darkness points again, I think I'm gonna go with health points instead. I don't know. Like, please stop. Really? I was hoping to heal from, you know, Mickey coming in and just doing that. That only affects one target, though. I don't really want that as much. Dark Break is much more helpful in multi-enemy situations. No, I want the health. Darn it.
Take this. Like it. Take this.
Oh, shoot. That figures.
Darkness.
I also kind of keep forgetting about the enemy cards. Okay, I did hit that already. So that's the room I need to go to, eh? What? Oh.
Take this.
Come on. Ooh, here we go. Level 3 Mickey Miracle. Did that also reload my cards? I think that also reloaded my cards. Interesting. Ah, come on, really? No. So basically, as long as I don't get hit or get my cards broken, I could stay in dark mode, like, infinitely. Ooh. I should think about using that more often. Okay, so I know I can't edit which cards are in the deck. Can I edit the placement of the cards, though? No? Okay, fine. Just thought I would look, because I could definitely see myself using that Maleficent card a few times. Oh, phooey. Of course that missed. And that's not at all what I was trying to do there. Oh well. I mean, I kinda did what I wanted to do, I just did another thing also. Wow. I'm like, you're really not making it easier for me to use Mickey here.
Like it. Darkness.
Alright, not bad, not bad. Jeez, I've already been recording for... Alright, so I'm not necessarily gonna fight every single Heartless that I can in this room.
Like it. Take this. Your Majesty. Time's up. Your Majesty.
Not
Come on.
what I was actually thinking I wanted to do there, but whatever. So it seems like any version of Mickey's ally friend card thing actually just reloads your whole deck. Reloads the whole deck. Huh. Interesting. Okay. What's behind door number 1? Well, first we gotta open door number 1. So I need something 3 or higher that's red. Could use one of those almighty darknesses, or a looming darkness, or a bottomless darkness. Yeah. I don't actually like bottomless darkness rooms, so might as well use that now. Oh geez. Battle against Captain Hook. I guess that shouldn't be surprising. That was dumb. Nope, even that's not enough. Dang.
Your Majesty. Time's up.
Come and get me.
Your Majesty.
Of course. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Really? Again? And already? Okay, well, that wasn't too bad at all. Especially for a boss battle. So I'm not sure I'm going to end up getting too much dialogue in too many of these worlds. At least not from the typical characters that are attached to those Disney worlds. Should I go up now? Or maybe I'll go back and then up. Yeah, that might actually, make it so I don't have to fight quite as many battles against some Heartless. Or I could be going completely off track and I'll actually have to end up doing more. I don't know. I thought maybe something would appear near there. Why'd you have to do that on the Holy Burst? Not really what I meant to do, but whatever. Boom. Battle complete. Okay. I'm pretty sure I said I was going to do another HP boost. And then the next 2 levels will be darkness boosts. Or at least the next 2 levels that aren't attack boosts will be darkness boosts. Anyway, 2 or higher. Could do tranquil, but eh. Feeble darkness. Sleeping darkness. Lasting days. You know, yeah, let's do a lasting days. I don't think I've had a room of that type yet while playing as Riku.
Take this! Like it! Take this! Come on! Get a load of this!
Also, that little mechanic is something to consider too. I don't even need to, what the, how did that not count as... That's weird, man. That's really weird, man. Nah. Okay. So yeah, this is the way to go. I shouldn't have bothered hitting that. I didn't need health right then. Ow. Oh. So, when I'm not in darkness mode, I actually earn darkness points from getting hit. However, in darkness mode, I guess it runs the opposite way. Oh, shoot. Okay, fine. Whatever.
Your Majesty! Come on! Take this! Like it!
way this room is designed, it kind of sort of almost forces me into, going along this very awkward path. Oh, I didn't even see that Heartless there. Well, shoot. Oh well.
Take this! Darkness!
Okay, do need to actually be close to my target when I do that, though.
Your Majesty! Come on!
Alrighty. Alright, I do think I will, just head on up here, though. And then maybe go this way. Boing. Yeah. I don't really need to hit any of this stuff because it's only gonna be health. I'm pretty sure. Not like it could be a card. Right? Okay, saving. On that one, yeah. Alright. Maybe now we'll actually get more story stuff. Or not? Let me go up the steps here just to be sure.
I have identified the scent. It is Riku.
Riku, you say? Has he emerged from the realm of darkness?
His existence, it was once doubled in the darkness.
Fascinating. That's why you mistook him for the superior. The dark power given to Riku facilitated his escape from its realm.
What I want to know is why he appeared here in Castle Oblivion.
That's really quite simple. His existence resonates with that of another hero.
Sora is in the castle?
He arrived earlier. Marluxia is already using Naminé's unique powers to meddle with Sora's heart.
Without even bothering to consult us.
It seems he desperately wants the Keyblade Master for himself. What a foolish plan indeed. Sora's is not such an interesting existence. The entity that holds true value is Riku, the hero of darkness.
Mad scientist type guy would say something like that. Okay. Saving again. But in slot 4. And this is still here, so I can warp back to other worlds if I want. But it seems like there would be even less point in doing so as Riku, other than purely to level grind. Alright, if I'm trying to do this in reverse order now, although Traverse Town kind of throws off that mix. The next one would probably be Monstro. But anyway. The beginnings. Ah, yes. The gooey, squishy, spongy monstro. What's this map look like? Jeez, it's just, okay, it's up there, all the way to the right, do the one room, and then go all the way back. The deck changed again. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that it changed again, though. You know, after completing another world. Aha! You have been stopped.
Take this! Like it! Darkness!
That was not what I expected there. Oh well, works for me. So I'm kind of intentionally trying to not do so many battles now. Because I would think then I could get to the next major room pretty quickly. And then... after doing so, maybe, I don't know. Maybe then I can do a decent bit of battling in between recordings and get up to, like, right before the next major story point thing. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking at the moment. So far, these battles seem like they might be a little easier than the ones in Neverland were, though. Alright, it's right there, and I hit it with a box. I feel like I should at least do something with it, you know?
Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up! Yeah! Like it! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up! Ha! Take this!
So, it seems like the number of darkness points I get might actually relate to how much higher my card value is, whether one card or a stack of them, compared to my opponent's values. Anyway, another 2 or higher kind of situation, eh? Could do another feeble darkness, or I could do a sleeping darkness. That should make it even easier to, like, weave my way through them. Or pretty much just outright ignore them. Okay, now I need a 3 or higher. Could do a meeting ground. I haven't done one of those yet. Roulette room is a bit on the large side of things, if I remember right. Or, you know what? Let me just randomly take a chance on a Mingling Worlds, I guess. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm like, on second thought. Although, I don't know if it could be too much bigger than a roulette room. You know what? Fine. And it wound up being a strong initiative. Interesting. Alright, moving towards the door. Kaboom.
Take this! Darkness! Your Majesty! Time's up!
Okay. Hello? There we go. Seems like an odd place to have a barrel. I need a 4 or higher now. Feeble darkness. Almighty darkness. I do have a bunch of those. Maybe I could spare just one. Alright. I guess it won't be the end of the world if I, you know, have one room that I make a little harder on myself. Oh, come on. Dang it.
Like it! Take this! Like it!
Okay, well that battle in particular wasn't so bad.
Take this!
Oh geez, there's a large body.
Darkness!
That's what I wanted before. Okay. Mingling Worlds. Okay. And I'm pretty sure I said the next 2 levels I did, I would go for darkness points.
Like it! Take this!
Okay. That'll work, I guess. Oh, jeez.
Like it! Take this! Like it! Take this! Like it! Your Majesty! Come on! Time's up!
Okay. And here we are. I need a green that's 5 or higher. Could do Martial Waking, Meeting Ground, Stagnant Space. Any of them but Lasting Days. I suppose Stagnant Space on the whole is kind of like the least helpful overall. I don't know. Maybe that's just my opinion. So this is just gonna go straight to a battle again like it did in Neverland? Yep. And I'm guessing it'll be the Parasite Cage. Yep.
Just me.
Darn it. Fine, whatever. The ground is just so bad. The fact that I take damage purely from the ground is quite inconvenient. Mickey,
Your Majesty.
need a little healing. Thank you.
Take this.
Oh, come on. Let me get on a freaking platform. Wow, okay. If it weren't for the poisoned floor, I would probably be fine. Okay. I forget what all these do. Except that, I know what that does.
Take this.
Ooh, hello.
Darkness. Darkness. Like it.
Okay. Just needed to be ready for all that stuff, I guess. Kind of strategize a little better. Also need to really take a look at my deck and see what, like, enemy cards I have in there. Because, yeah. It helps if I know what I have at my disposal. Retains 1 HP after a critical hit. Always nullifies the enemy card. Absorbs enemy HP when striking with attack cards, but fewer items are dropped. That could have been helpful. You know, on the first go-round. But, yeah. I think the recording has been long enough for a decent length episode. I'll skip through some of the fighting that I would otherwise do. And I guess probably it'll just be going back there, yeah. And there'll be a save point there, and that's where I'll save and pick things up in the next episode. But the fighting that I just mentioned, at least some of it, probably most of it, I think will still happen within this stream. Oh, jeez, okay. I really need to try using that Maleficent card more often.
Take this! Take this! Like it!
Although the normal Heartless battles here aren't really that bad. And the Parasite Cage was only a bear because of the floor. Still.
Like it!
Really? Oh my gosh.
Take this!
I need the large body to stop being in the way and, like, preventing my attacks.
Like it!
But it's gone now, so can't do that anymore. Yay, health. Even though a bunch of it dropped way down here. Okay. Now I will actually fight more of the battles in these rooms in which I passed those up before.
Take this!
Might not intentionally fight every possible battle.
Take this! Darkness!
Don't know why I bothered using Dark Break there, but whatever. Okay. Oh, Barrel Spider, yay.
Like it! Take this! Like it!
I do not plan on getting any cards broken right now.
Darkness!
Okay. Leveled up. Hooray. Attack boost. And then the next one I think will be a darkness boost. The next level that I go up, I mean. Okay. Let me go up here. Hello.
Like it! Take this! Like it! Your Majesty! Come on! Take this!
There we go.
Darkness! Take this!
Yeah, maybe I should have thought about doing something with the Dark Maleficent card a little sooner. Or Dragon Maleficent. Maleficent's always dark. Dragon Maleficent is what I meant. Ooh, we got a random Joker. First one of the game. Well, first one playing as Riku. Okay. That was a multiple hit kind of thing.
Like it.
Okay. Quick, simple little battle there. Also, I really don't know why I find myself just over the course of any length of time, like slinking, slumping, whatever, down in my chair. I'm not, like, trying to do that, but it just seems to happen. What? Why would you do that? Why would you target that one? Mickey!
Like it! Your Majesty! Ah! Time's up! Darkness! Like it! Come on! Get a load of this!
Alright, took a little bit of damage there, but oh well. I could probably get some health from these
Take this!
objects in the room here.
Like it! Take this! Like it! Darkness! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
I will say, Dark Form definitely changes up the combat enough to make it more interesting.
Take this! Like it! Take...
Really? Oh, hello.
Your Majesty! Ah! Time's up! Yeah! Ha! Like it! Your Majesty! Ah! Time's up!
Alright, one more battle in this room. Whoa. 3 of these guys? Like, come on.
Like it! Yeah! Ha! Take this!
Okay, there's one down.
Darkness!
Here we go.
Yeah!
Kaboom.
Yeah!
I would imagine there's still quite a bit more battling I can do in this room. Although this one's a feeble darkness, so maybe not like a ton.
Like it! Take this! Your Majesty! Come on! Like it!
Alright, alright. I think I'm going for another darkness boost for now, and then I'll do an HP boost. Although, I don't know. I feel like I've been doing pretty good with staying in dark mode form thing. Getting to it isn't as easy, but once I'm there, just stack cards like crazy, do a bunch of slights, and yeah, pretty much good to go.
Like it! Take this! Darkness!
Okay, there is that too. As I immediately don't do the thing that I was just saying about dark mode. There was a Heartless there.
Take this!
Okay. I think that does it for this room. And actually, I guess that's all the battling in this world then.
Take this!
That is all health stuff. I do not think there's anything else I can get from hitting stuff in these rooms as Riku. And was that really the... Yeah, I guess that's the floor I'm on. Okay. And right as I'm about to wrap things up, we get an ad break. Okay. I don't really have any other plans in mind for this particular stream. I guess the question is, do I end it early, or do I try and do a little bit of something else to fill the time? Now I'm kind of in a holding pattern with Twitch being all like, ad starting soon, but then acting like it's not. Yeah. The main other thought I had was maybe do some Power Wash Simulator to wrap up the stream, but, you know what? I am going to respect my own time a bit better, and, I did all that I planned to do, and even maybe ever so slightly more. So I guess, on the whole, that'll wrap it up for the stream. I appreciate y'all watching. And And, normally I try to raid out on Twitch, but I have all of one viewer, and I can't even be entirely sure who that viewer is. That viewer, I don't know, does it count you as viewing yourself if you've got it up in, like, the stream manager preview window thing? I don't know. But anyway, real quick, taking a look at the achievements I got, or achievement singular, I guess. Was it really just one? Confronting the darkness. Clear. Yeah, okay. Ooh, speaking of, is it gonna let me... It'll be a little hard to kind of sort out which achievements are for which game. Just offhand. Okay, well that's... Hang on. So now looking at the achievement list. Clear the game without using a continue. I don't know if that's for one or a Chain of Memories. This is definitely Chain of Memories, though. Clear Riku's... Yeah. At a score of 150 points or higher in the... That doesn't seem like it's related to Chain of Memories, though. So is that really it, then? It's just... Chain all source lights. Oh, hold up. Those are the 100 Acre Wood minigames that are probably only available as Sora. Obtain all attack bonuses for Riku. So we get an achievement for clearing the 8th floor. The 1st floor. Collect all card collection entries. I was just trying to see. Of course, they would probably keep it a secret one. Like, if there was anything related to dark mode or not using it. Synthesize 300 rooms. Why does it not show anything for that? I know I've been through a fair number of rooms. Get Sora level 99. Jeez. Is there a similar one for Riku? No. That looks like it's going to Kingdom Hearts 2 there. Okay, so... Nothing else that I know for sure without looking it up. Anyway, okay. So, normally, I would try and raid out to somebody on Twitch, but I literally have one person viewing, and I don't know if Twitch actually counts me as viewing myself, since I have the stream manager up. So, I guess I'll just wrap things up without doing that. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream, those of you who watched it. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another live stream. You can catch me Thursday morning or Saturday evening-ish as well. Saturday late afternoon, early evening. And the Tuesday, like, this same time frame as well, are the typical ones for the summer. Feel free to check out YouTube videos on that channel in the meantime. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. So, till next time, stay cool, everybody.